Hello students, welcome to the session. In today's session we are going to learn how to access data from series. So thus far we have created the series successfully. So either using the empty array or scalar value or list, we created the dictionary. Then we have to know how to access the data. Each element in the series, how do we access? So that's what we are going to learn today. Okay, so through indexing and slicing we can access the data. So these terms are very familiar with you because you already know that in NumPy arrays. Okay, so indexing and slicing. See, indexing is by passing the index. So we know the series has index. Okay, so every series has index associated. Normally it starts from 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on, right? So using these indexes we can access the data. Okay, so how to give? You have to use the series object and then the bracket, square bracket. Inside this one you have to pass the index. Okay, so this example shows S1 of 5. Okay, so the fifth element will be accessed, will be retrieved. Okay, and we can also change the data for that one. So if you want, if the value is already present is 1, we want to change the data, then you can use S1 of 5 equals to 100, assignment operator. Okay, so this assigns the value 100 to this element. Okay, and we have one more method called ILOC. Okay, so this method is also used for indexing. So using this method also we can access the information, right? So the next way is slicing. Okay, slicing is extracting from the series. So we can create a new series from the given series. We can extract some portion from the series and we can get the new series, right? So we know the syntax is start colon, stop colon and then step. Okay, from the starting value till the stop value, but excluding the stop value, and we can increase the steps. Okay, if the start value is not given, then 0 is considered, that is the starting position. Okay, if stop value is not given, then that is the length of the element, length of the particular series. Okay, number of elements in the particular series, that is the last index. And then step value, by default it is 1, it moves one step forward. Okay, so example, here is the example, S1 of 1 is to 5 colon 2. Okay, from the first index till the fifth index we are moving 2 steps forward. Okay, so if you consider this one, so this is the first index and the fifth index is not there, but we have the number of element is 5, so you can use the 5 over here, and the fifth element is not considered, so till the fourth element. Okay, we are moving 2 steps forward, so 200 will be fetched first, then it moves 2 steps, it fetches the 400, right? So we know we have the negative index also. So the length of the element is given, the length of the series is 5, so the first element will be assigned minus 5. So minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. This is the reversing index. So using this negative index also we can access the data, right? So let's see all this with the example program. And if the index is string value, so we know we can create the index string also, right? So if the index is string value, we can also use the slicing operator there. Okay, here A colon E. So the difference between the slicing operator with the string index is it includes the last value. Okay, including the E index, it displays the answer. Okay, so you instead of this one we can also use LOC. So we have two methods, one is ILOC, the next one is LOC. Okay, so this LOC we can use it for string index and this ILOC can use it with the numeric index. Okay, so this also includes the last index also, right? So let's see the first example. This is my program. The first one I am importing the pandas module, and the list I have created L1 which has some elements, and I am creating a series S1 with this list. Okay, so here I am going to access the third element. Okay, so third element, this means the fourth element. See, number 3 is the fourth element because the index is starting with 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is the index. Index is 3 and the position and the number is fourth element. Okay, so to display the fourth element we have to use S1 of 3, right? So next statement, I am using multiple indexes. So if you are using multiple indexes, then you have to use list of list. So here you can see I am using the double brackets over here. So if it is a single element, you can use the only single bracket. If you are using multiple indexes, then you have to use the list of list. Okay, so this displays the first index value, fifth index value, and then the third index value. Right. So next I am using a for loop. So this for loop is to display each element. Okay, to retrieve each element and display the each element. So for I in range, I am using the length function. Okay, so the length function counts the number of elements in the particular value. So instead of this one, I can use S1. Okay, it counts the number of values here. Okay, and returns the elements. So this S1, it finds the length. So I am using the range function. So if you pass only one value there from the starting till that element. Okay, so if you have some 11 values here, the length of S1 will be 11. So the range will be from 0 to 10. Okay, so 0th index, first index till the 10th index it displays. So for each value we are printing S1 of y. For first time I value will be 0. So S1 of 0 will be printed. Again the loop will be executed. Now I becomes 1. So S1 of 1. So like that till the end of the length it displays all the values. Okay, so let's run this program. Okay, so here you can see the first one we are printing the fourth element. Okay, S1 of 3. So the third 3 is 23. 23 is printed here. Next we are printing 1, 5 and then 3. So first one is 56, fifth one is 83 and then the third one is 23. That is printed. And using this for loop we are fetching each element and we are displaying it here. Okay, so this is called traversing. We are going through each record of this series. Right. So here what you can do, we can also assign the values. So if you want to change the values, so you can use S1 of 3 equals to, so the value is 23 already here. So let's make it 100. So we can change the values also. And if you are using list of list, you have to pass the list value here. Okay, so equals to, we can pass list of values. Let's say some 50, 150 and then 200. Okay, so these are all the three values now I am passing for the index 1, 5 and 3 respectively. Okay, so first index will be filled with 50, fifth index will be filled with 150 and then third index will be filled with 200. Okay, we are just going to print the S1 series. Okay, you can see this one. So 30, 50, 86 and this is 200. Okay, so the 50 is replaced, 200 is replaced and then 150 is replaced. We have 100. S1 of 3 is 100. Again we have changed this to 200 here. So what is the last value we are updating? That value will be reflected. See, S1 of 3 we are updating is 100. In the next statement again we are changing the S1 of 3 to 200. So the value is 200 is updated. Okay, so this is how we can access and we can change the value. So as you know, series is data mutable. We can change the values inside the series. Okay, let's see the next example. Okay, so this is my next program. Right, so what I'm doing here, list is created and then for the index I am creating the string index here. Okay, so I am passing this value, L1 is my list and index value I am passing it here. So instead of numerical value 0, 1, 2, 3 I am passing a string index here. Now how to access the elements? You can use S1 of, you have to specify the index name in a single quotation. Okay, single or double quotation. Right, so and this is case sensitive, so if you are using capital letter J, you have to use the capital letter J. And in another way you can use the index also. So even though if you are using the string index, the numeric index will be there, so you can also use the numerical index. Right, so Jan is 0, so you can also use the numerical index. So if the index is string, you can either use the string index or you can go for the numeric index. Right, so let's run this one. You will get the same answer for both values. Okay, right, so this is how we can access the string index value. Right, So the next program, okay, so this is my next program. Okay, so L1 is my list, okay, with the names, and I'm creating a series with this one. I don't have any indexes. I'm not passing any index. So 0, 1, 2, 3 is my default index for this one. So this series is of with these names. Okay, so here what I'm using the slicing operator. Okay, so S1 of 1, 5, 1. So starting index is 1 and the ending is 4, and we are going by one step forward. Okay, so you can see this one. The first index is Monish, and then the fifth index is Megha. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So excluding the fifth index, we have to use this thing. Okay, so we are passing one step forward. So Monish, Pradyuman and Abhishek, Kirti will be displayed. Okay, so the same thing you can apply using this I location. Okay, so integer location, numeric values. So S1 dot I LOC of 1:5:1. So you will get the same result. Okay, so both results are same. From Monish till Kirti, we are getting all the records. Okay, so the next one, I'm using this statement. So print of 1, 5, and we are stepping by 2. Okay, so instead of moving each record, we have to skip. So Monish, Abhishek. So Kirti will not be displayed and Megha will not be displayed since it is the last index. Okay, so from 1 first index till the fifth index, excluding the fifth index. So I will have Monish, Pradyuman, Abhishek and Kirti. As we are moving 2 steps forward, first record will be fetched and this record will be left and the third record will be fetched. Okay. Got it? Right. So next one. Print of S1 of :5. Right? Here I am missing the starting value. So if you omit the starting value, by default the 0 will be considered. So from 0 till 5. Okay. So from 0th index till the last index, all the values will be displayed. Sorry. Okay, from 0 till the 4th index. Right. So next one, what if you miss the ending index? Okay. So ending index is missed. So that means till the last index, which includes the last one. So from 3 still Sonia. Sorry. Okay, so you can see this from third and till the last one, last record. So if the last one is, if the stop value is missing, it fetches the record till the last one. Right. So the next one is first index is missing and we are going by 2 steps forward. So 0 to 5, 2 steps move forward, and then the next one is 3, 2. Right. So from the third index, it moves on till the last index, stepping by 2 steps. Okay. So let's see this both now. Okay. So from 0 to 4, skipping by 2, and it's from 3 to last, skipping by 2. Okay, so the next one is inversing. Okay, I am using the negative index here. So colon and then -1, which gives you records from last to first. Okay, from the last record till the first one. Okay, you can see it here 65432. Right, so colon colon 1. So if you are using the negative index, then starting value will be considered here. This is the starting value. So minus 1 is the starting value here, and if you move on to this one, whatever the length, that is the number. Okay, and then so the same thing can be resulted if you use the minus 1 negative index also. So instead of first one, I am using minus 1, and last one I am using minus 8. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this index will be minus 7. So since we want the minus 7 also, I am using the index as minus 8. Okay, so totally we have 8 elements. So it accepts, okay, so totally we have 7 elements. It accepts minus 8 also. Okay, so if you use minus 7, then this record will not be shown. Okay, that's why we are using minus 8. So the same results we will be getting. Okay, you can get the same result, right? And then here the next one, 6, 0 minus 1. Okay, from starting from 6th one, we are moving on till the 0th position. Okay, so that means 6th one, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From here we are moving on to 0, not minus 1. You cannot use minus 1 here, right? So if you use the minus 1, then it will be considered for the reverse index. Okay, so you have to use only 0. So that's what, if you want the whole record, either you can use it with minus 1, minus 8, or you can use it with the reverse index, right? So this statement will display only till Monish. Okay, so excluding the 0th index. So same thing we applied using this ILOC, right? Right, so this is how you have to use the slicing operator. Okay, so it has only 3 start, stop, and then step value. You can also use the negative index. So next program, okay, here is my next program. So which uses index value, string indexes. Okay, so index I am using L1. So all these values are string index. So how to use this in the index? So you can use it Monish and then Megha, colon Megha. So from Monish till Megha, which includes Megha, right? So the slicing operator, when you are using with the string, it includes the last index. Okay, so you can see it here. I am using 2 statements. Okay, from Monish to Megha, it displays from Monish to Megha. Okay, so next one I am using ILOC. So ILOC is for numbers. So though we have only string values, we can also use the numeric index. So I am using the ILOC 1 to 4. Okay, so from 1 till 4. So Monish is the first one, 2, 3, 4, which excludes Kirti. Okay, so we will get only Monish, Prajuman, and then Abhishek. So this is the output we are getting here, Monish, Prajuman, and Abhishek. And then the next input print statement, I am using LOC. Okay, so this is same as this statement. So from Monish to Kirti, we are skipping by 2. Okay, from Monish to Kirti, which includes Kirti. So if you are skipping by 2, Monish record and then Abhishek. Okay, so that is what we have resulted here. Okay, so if the indexes are string, you can use the string index in the slicing, or you can use the numeric index also. Okay, so using ILOC, or you can directly mention S1 of 1:4, 1:4. Okay, so only thing you have to remember is it includes the last index also, right? So that's all about today's class. So we have learned how to use the indexing and slicing operator to fetch the records from series. So we have few more methods to explore. Let's see all those things in the next class. Thank you.